Hey guys, Jody Discourse on the PlayStation 2 game the DaVinci Code. Insert disk. Please wait guys, loading game. Please like for me. I play wireless joystick. Okay guys, wait, loading game. PlayStation 2 game loader. Please select the language of game. Original English. Yes. Play. Pam param pam pam parararam pam param pam pam param pam pam param pam pam. Guys, where are you from? Please comment where are you from. Play without save, yes. Okay. 2K. Loading. Oh, nice avatar loading. Press start button. New game. Play without save. Start game.
Paris by night, but not the way I'd imagined. My lecture at the American University had been followed by an unexpected invitation to a crime scene.
Professor Langton, thank you for coming. I am Captain Bezoufache. Do you know this man?
Chaksonier, the curator of the Louvre. I was supposed to meet him tonight after my speech.
Follow me. It seems Monsieur Sauvier put up quite a fight. You should not have run, Monsieur Saunier. Now, tell me where it is.
Please, I beg you.
Where is it?
All right, I will tell you.
The bars were no defense. I believe you. The others told me the same.
Loading game.
You saw the photograph, so this should be of no surprise. Feel free to examine the body, Mr. Langdon.
He stripped himself naked, folded his clothes, and put them away from himself?
Pardon?
It's rather meticulous for a dying man. I think he was trying to show us that everything he did had a purpose. Even his nudity may have meaning. The position of his feet reinforces the reference to the pentacle and the sacred feminine.
I beg your pardon?
Replication. Repeating a symbol is the simplest way to strengthen its meaning. Jacques Saunier positioned himself in the shape of a five-pointed star.
Interesting analysis.
Okay. Next. Talk.
I cannot let you pass, Mr. Langdon. Please speak with Captain Fash.
It's a pentacle, one of the oldest symbols on Earth, used over 4,000 years before Christ.
Devil worship.
No, the pentacle is a pre-Christian symbol that relates to nature worship. The ancients envisioned their world in two halves, masculine and feminine. This pentacle is representative of the female half of all things, a concept religious historians call the sacred feminine, or divine goddess. Saunier, of all people, would know this.
Saunier drew a goddess symbol on his stomach? Interesting. What do you think about the use of his own blood as ink?
Obviously, he had nothing else to write with.
Actually, I believe he used blood such that the police would follow certain forensic procedures.
I'm sorry?
Look at his left hand.
He's clutching a large felt-tip marker. It smells like alcohol.
Saunier was holding it when we found him. As I told you, we have touched nothing. Are you familiar with this kind of light? As you may know, police use blacklight illumination to search crime scenes for blood and other forensic evidence. So you can imagine our surprise.
Oh, nice.
What the hell does this mean?
That, monsieur, is precisely the question you are here to answer.
It's
Part of it
best.
looks like a numeric cipher.
Yes, our cryptographers are already working on it. We believe these numbers may be the key to who killed him. But the text appears to be an accusation of some sort. Wouldn't you agree?
An accusation against his murder makes sense, I suppose.
Saunier was a Frenchman. He lived in Paris. And yet he chose to write this message
In English.
Précisément, Monsieur Langdon. I have seen a lot of death in my work, and let me tell you something. When a man is murdered by another man, I do not believe his final thoughts are to write an obscure spiritual statement that no one will understand. I believe he is thinking of one thing only. La vengeance. I believe Saunier wrote this note to tell us to kill.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. You told me Saunier was attacked by someone he had apparently invited in. Considering the circumstances, I would assume that if Saunier wanted to tell you who killed him, he would have written down somebody's name.
Précisément, précisément.
Capitaine.
One moment, please. Oui?
Capitaine, un agent du département de cryptographie est arrivé.
Unacceptable. I made it very clear.
Captain, please excuse the interruption, but
Ce n'est pas le moment.
I have deciphered the numeric code. But before I explain, I have an urgent message for Mr. Langdon.
For Mr. Langdon?
The U.S. Embassy asked that you phone in as soon as possible. While I explain the code to Captain Fash, you need to make this call.
Thank you. Where can I find a phone?
This line is secure. You may use it.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien chez Sophie Neveu. Je suis absent pour le moment, mais...
I'm sorry, Miss Nauvoo. I think you may have given me the wrong...
No, that is the right number. It's the 3-digit code on the paper I gave you.
But...
The embassy has an automated message system. You have to dial an access code to pick up your messages.
She handed me
The
a
numbers
note.
that Saunier wrote
I should
were
look at
in
that.
plaisanterie numérique.
Wait, I need a phone number.
Your professional assessment of Saunier's code is that it is some kind of numeric prank?
This code is simplistic to the point of absurdity. Jacques Saunier must have known we would see through it immediately.
So, you mean to tell me that in his final hours of life, he wrote a cryptologist's joke? I certainly hope you have a much more satisfying explanation than that. I don't know where the hell you are going with this, Miss Nauvoo, but I suggest
This
that
isn't
you
important.
get there fast.
I don't think this is
Captain,
relevant.
this sequence of
I
numbers
can ignore
happens
this.
to be one of the most famous
This isn't what I'm
mathematical
looking for.
progressions in history.
I've never seen
It's
it.
not really important.
Okay guys, please like for
The
this
numbers
video.
that Saunier
Good luck.
wrote were in
Bye bye.
plaisanterie numérique.